Well, this one's going to make me an unpopular person, and I'm sorry to be this guy. I want to show y'all something called ball buds.
Yes, please make sure she's okay. I'd be so upset if something happened to her.
Welcome to paradise, bro. Just kidding. This place sucks harder than a midget at a Diddy party.
This is so fucking dumb, bro.
Anyway, name's Jake Thompson. Zarina appointed me head farmer here since I used to grow medicinal plants. Back in Humboldt, you know? We need help getting our Ballbug compliance poppy fields up and running. I've already got the seeds.
Pokemon.
All I need you to do is go out and snag 6 verdant type ball buds and 3 water type ball buds. Once you've got those, come back and we'll start growing those poppies.
It's just filled with such dumbass. And here we have the classic. Is this Fallout? No, it's ball bugs. And it's saying that it's the first monster tamer for grown ass adults because they're hip and they're cool, yo. We're one of the kids. We're kids, bro. We're hanging out with the young ones. You know, like grown ass adults, brother. Yep. Just when you thought it couldn't be any more crazy, it's also a horror game. At night.
Wow, you really are new here, man. It's getting late and we don't go beyond the walls at night. Something happens and the ball buds, they all change.
It's a horror game, yep. Now, I'm not showing this to you guys just to torture you. I have real reasons. Oh, the classic. The note-taking. Okay. Now, you guys already know what's going on here, right? We're going to get into it. So, as you see here, this is where it takes you. Link to their pre-launch thing, where it's talking about over 300 unique creatures, despite only seeing like 10, maybe less. Combat that slaps harder than Will Smith. Swing a bat, fire a bazooka, yeet a jeep. Like, the entire thing is filled with bad puns that are so excruciating to fucking read. Ruin your inner child with Ball Buds, the game. Basically, Ball Buds. Ball Buddies, it's just Pokemon, right? And at night, apparently, they lose their skin and become rabid. And then during the day, they just grow it right back. No clue why. Co-op and PvP adventures. Yep, that's right. You'll be able to build bases. You'll be able to do so much stuff. Oh my god, there's going to be co-op. There's going to be base building. There's going to be PvP. There's going to be endless choices and upgrades and lore and blah, 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 blah. Like, no. No, there's not. Let me explain why. Digital collection that will outlast your current relationship. NFTs? No way! Anyway, every single thing about this is like every single bit of this, just I can only assume that this developer thinks that you're so fucking stupid that you'll just buy whatever they tell you like is real. None of this is real. None of this is in the game. If you noticed how weird those scenes looked, that's because it wasn't in-game footage. That was literally just them making an animated movie. They also say that they're going to release pretty fucking soon. See here, the main website. That was the pre-launch thing that thing takes you to. Bro, I cannot describe to you how dumb this is, just as a concept, but the jokes are enough, okay? I hope it's a scam. I hope, not a scam. I hope it's a fake game. I hope this isn't real, but they're taking money. Now, they are taking money. You see here, copyright 2024. That's when they started working on the game, 2024. Isn't that interesting? It's just the same window. They started working on it 2024, and I know what you're thinking. Man, this game is exciting and crazy. It must have been in development for so long. Well, let's go down to their first post. December 2024. Not even the beginning of the year, giving it more dev cycle. Right. And it comes out of nowhere. 136 followers. Ad on Facebook. Surely it's legit, guys. Surely you're stupid enough to give money to them, right? Same thing with their YouTube. With the YouTube, it's got a little bit more stuff, right? But essentially, they're just coasting on the fact that you guys are dumb 6 months ago. And they say that they're going to release in 2026. That's right. With only a year of development, they have come this far. Everything in the game is totally real. They're gonna release into early access, and you're gonna pay for it. Isn't that great, guys? That you get to help this small, struggling indie company spread their wings and their bullshit on a game that doesn't exist. They come down here, go all the way down, and we'll come to their first post, which is going to be June 2024. That's a little better. That means they've been at least thinking about it a while. Let's not go into the fact that most of this is AI generated. The voices in the game are AI generated. I'm 90% sure the animations are AI generated, or at least track cammed with like body bullshit. Then I looked up, I said, you know what? They're trying to make a game just as expansive as Palworld. How long was Palworld in development? And this is AI, so it could be wrong. But let's just say it's right. Say that there's enough information about Palworld to have an accurate opinion. Here's a breakdown of key development milestones. It was announced in 2021. Initially planned release for 2022. But again, like I said, I'm a developer. That's impossible. Now, they were going to release the same way with very little things done in the game and do early access. But mind you, if people know anything about Palworld, there was extensive videos, pictures, everything coming out about the game. It was definitely a real game. But the deadline was extended another year. Imagine that. You need at least 2 years to come up with an early access. Not even. The game was estimated to be about 60% complete at the time of its early access. And it's going to be at least in early access until 2025. And then it's probably going to have ongoing development after that. Now, they actually ended up releasing in 2024 for Windows, Xbox One. Anyway, you can see how the development is much longer than what these guys have had. And I really hope that I make this video with enough time to catch people from running off a cliff with this, because it's not real. None of this is real. And I know if you're a guy and you're sitting there watching this and you're like, oh, that's funny, they talk about balls and smoking weed, that's sick, oh my god, that's a cool Pokemon game. Okay, well, there's no hope for you, right? There's no hope for you. Please give them your money, please, because I need to see that post where you fucking cry about it later and all that other shit. I need that from you. Learn how to lock in a limited Founders Edition. Yep, Founders Edition, man. And they want money from you. I don't know where. They've got it everywhere. It says that there's a place to donate. I don't see it. But anyway, man, a lot of coping going on. I can't wait. The character designs look great. Do they? Do they look great? I mean, if this was like a Roblox game, then maybe. The voice actors so far sound amazing. They're AI. And they don't. The gameplay looks great. It doesn't. That wasn't gameplay. That was a fucking... Never mind. It was a fucking video that they made. That was an animated movie that they made. That wasn't gameplay. I can't wait. Plus, we'll see how well it runs on a Legion. This game is literally what I've been saying for years should come out. One big dick joke? That's the game that you want? Dick joke? The game? I mean, that's all it is. I don't... These people are so... Like, I want to put out a fake game now. How much money could I get for my fake game if I put out a fake game? A scam. I need to create a scam MMO, guys. This looks awesome. I don't know. Listen, maybe you people in the comments can tell me, because I'm sure I've got at least a couple dumbasses out there. Tell me why what you just seen looks so incredible, amazing, and just wow. Like, I'm so impressed, bro. I'm so impressed. Like, I can't imagine. Like, are we just used to, like, sipping dirt off the balls of, like, Nintendo, that we just, anything that looks like low budget, like a simulator game that some indie dude made in 10 minutes, that we're just like, whoa, that's so crazy, I love this. Like, dude, that to me, I don't know if I just have standards. Like, I don't know. Like, even Palworld is janky sometimes. but they did decent, right? They did decent. They've got upgrades. They've got, they've got their little tiered thing out, and it's still a janky ass game. But I give it a pass because it's an indie. And I get these guys are indie, but this is a fucking scam, brother. This is 100% a scam. I just don't get why people fall for this shit. I also enjoy the tame monsters and have them fight for you aspect. You know what? Now that I think about it, that's all it is. Y'all are addicted to Pokemon, and because Nintendo will not service your sick, dark fantasies, that anything that looks remotely similar to Pokemon is like, gets your dick so hard. Oh man, if they could meld this with Palworld without angering Nintendo. So we also still watching the trailer wondering where four adults was going. Okay, so you're gooners. Okay, that makes sense. When's the release date? Here we go. Late 2026. It would fucking have to be. And that's going to be early access. If the game exists. Which, we'll see. I love the premise and concept, but how... Isn't it funny how games, when they're announced and launched nowadays, taglines, for adults, this is no kids game. For grown-ass adults, it really isn't. It's like the most lowbrow common denominator. This guy's based vanilla humor that even 10-year-olds would get. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like the meme with that Steve Buscemi and the skateboard. He just like, hello, fellow children. Like, I don't know if I just like good video games that are designed well and run well and are real. This guy, good God. He's told them all 2026, but that's going to be pushed back. I mean, not that it matters. I don't know, guys. You tell me. You tell me about ball buds. All the footage is completely not in the game. Like, it's so hard as a developer when I look at something and I'm trying to explain that it's not in the game. This could be in game. This right here. But go onto your nearest mobile device and play your favorite game for a little bit and just look at the ads. Do you really think that game is real? It's not. But you're like, no, look, I can play it. It's like, yeah, I get that. But it's not real, is it? No, because if you click the game and you go to download it, it's a completely different game. Like in the same way that a cutscene is not a video game, I know that you've been conditioned to think like, oh, maybe it is. Maybe cutscenes are games. It's not. That's not gameplay. Gameplay means you're controlling the character. No one moves like this, you know? And I get it. When you interact with stuff, sometimes the character actions take over. But this is so smooth and so whatever. Like, this is not real. And then all of this stuff can be faked. You put a green screen right here on this card, and then you just show the footage, the in-game stuff, and you're like, oh, so you admit it. It exists. It exists in a file on someone's computer, like Unreal. You can open the file up. That doesn't mean the game is 1, playable, 2, functioning, or whatever. I could just make a bunch of vaguely looking Pokemon and put them in a game and have the camera go around them and say, look, my game. And then you go, wow, that's so neat. It's like, dude, I think we got to get off the fucking sauce here, dude. I've never been that interested in Pokemon that I'm like dick hard about everything that exists about Pokemon. And then it's got this horror aspect that they just threw in there for just no fucking reason. It's not going to make sense in the game. Absolutely not. But this digital trading card will be linked to your account. Collect, trade, show off. It's got NFTs. Sell them on using the companion app. There's going to be a companion app, dude. If this is a quote-unquote real game, this is just like one big way for them to make NFT money. They're looking to get you to buy dumb shit and think it's worth money, and they're going to scam you because they're the only ones going to be making money. But like, stuff like this is not real. That is not in-game footage that pops up. And most of the sounds, voices and everything is completely AI. I'll tell you what it is. I hate people lying about stuff and getting away with it. And I hate that people buy into it so easy. So easy. Like, that's not AI? Okay. Sure. June 2024. Man. Does it not piss anyone else off? Like, it just makes no sense. And I get it. Some people are going to be like, why do you care? Why do you care? Because, god damn, bro. Have some fucking backbone. As gamers, like, have some kind of fucking backbone, dude. Even the fucking name for his account, Chairman John Lau. Like, so this is an Asian, fucking, Taiwanese, fucking rip-off game. We don't even know who owns it, bro. No one's attached to the fucking game. This is gonna come back to nothing, right? Yeah, it's only gonna come back to the game. Because it doesn't exist outside of that. The person does not exist outside of that. Calling themselves chairman. It's a one-person fucking company, bro. This person probably does not even exist. Oh, maybe. Seems to be similar art. But who knows? This might not be the guy. All I'm saying is, I just wish people were smarter. I don't know. And I just don't like companies and people lying to people. You know what would be even cooler? Is if everyone just didn't do that. With all this scam shit and whatever. Yeah, this isn't the guy. Anyway, the guy doesn't exist. Obviously. It's just going to be this here. It's what's going to lead back to. The guy doesn't exist. Let's see what happens when you click this. It's a fucking image. It's just an image. Guy pulled it off some other game's website, just threw the image up. GoDaddy, he's probably paying like $20 a month to keep this online. And you're going to put in your details here, and it's going to fucking take your email. And their Kickstarter's not even up yet, dude. Kickstarter. It's not even up yet. I'm just saying, like, I get that some people will judge me for caring. And that's in my opinion, that's okay. You're allowed to judge me. But at the same time, what if I save somebody from a bunch of bullshit? Oh no, it is up. It's just not. So 1,000 people, dude. Oh my God. Guys, for fuck's sakes. That's not a real dude. Salt Lake City, Utah? This is an AI image of a dude. I can't with this because I already know that some of you are in the fucking comments. You're fucking fat and you're stupid and you don't know what you're talking about and you're fucking worthless. It's a real game. All right. We'll see, bud. But you better fucking leave that comment up for the round 2 that we're going to do with this. When it comes out, loves collecting, bro. This is written by AI, bro. John's love of collecting monsters started young with Pokemon Blue. Okay, how do we know it's AI? That right there. That's only done through AI. No people do that. And spiraled completely out of control. What began as a harmless hobby mutated into a full-blown lifestyle. We get it. You want to fuck Pokemon. It's not a lifestyle. You're just sick. He didn't just collect the creatures. He collected 3 wives, 4 kids, 4 stepkids along the way. Even his ex-wife got some in the... anyway, even his ex-wife got into the spirit. Bro, what are we fucking talking about? This is a much better video than I thought it was going to be. Her collection mostly involved child support payments. Naturally, ball buds was inevitable. You spend enough years obsessing over monsters, taming, dragging your kids into it, turning it into your personal life. Oh my God, emotional damage. You eventually build a game about it. Yeah, unfortunately, you didn't build a game about it, did you? And you're not a real person. This is not a real person. If it is, they're not that. There's no way. That's not him. And we won't see them. This is fake. This is literally fake. That's nuts to me, dude. That is nuts to me, dude. That is so fucking crazy. Let's see here. Yeah. No, we're not doing that. But I'm telling you, for those of you who are against me saying all this, please put your money where your mouth is and send me proof. I'll include you in the next video on the wall of shame. It's all AI. Like, I don't know what to tell you. We're in that era where somebody can fake a game so easily. And I knew this was going to happen, but, you know, here we are. Now, I'm not saying that he didn't have to build out a file on Unreal. I'm not saying he didn't have to make, you know, because I don't know if all of these are just available on the asset store or what. But people with mental problems are allowed on the internet. They're allowed to scam you. Good luck. I reply to all the comments. And if you like this video, please do not hesitate to slap the shit out of that subscribe button and hit me up with the next one.